Hi, my name is Eric Gibbons, and I'm the author of the Art Students Workbook. Through the table of contents, you can see that we have everything from rules and expectations, art elements, principles, material care and handling, self-expression pages. I organize the book by content or area because art kind of covers everything. Start off with the basic art class rules that I've made a suggestion. You can obviously change that. Starting out with the elements and the principles, different kinds of worksheets. You can see that we have a lot of pages devoted to the idea of building up concepts before students actually work on it. So for example, this one where we talk about family, the students would describe 8 to 10 people in their family, use emotional values with them, and then they could create either a painting or a sculpture based on that information. All of the work pages that are in the book generally tend to be more open-ended so that a final project could be either two-dimensional, three-dimensional, clay, photography, whatever it is you'd like. It includes some information there on coloring expectations, color bias, paintbrush care, plaster work, liquid plaster, razor blade safety, glue gun safety, self-expression worksheets. Again, the teacher's edition will have extra information in it for you that the student editions do not, where I include teacher information. The student edition will have worksheets and sketch pages as well. So here's some more project lead-ins. We talk about grids as well and how that's been used in the Renaissance. We can do altered grids or we can do a straight-up grid project. And I even include a few grids within the book that you can put some overhead plastic on and trace with a ruler with a Sharpie pen. Art and math questions, we can do these once a week, a whole perspective chapter in the book showing how students can handle 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, cross-hatching worksheets as well, and some places where they can practice within the book, coloring spheres with your primary, secondary, analogous colors and so forth, shading basic forms, facial proportions, cultural background worksheets, how to explore your name in Chinese, and service learning projects, working themselves as a design agency for anti-bullying poster projects, comic book ideas, some examples, even some literature connections with the poem The Jabberwocky. I even include these, which I do every Monday with my students, where we do an art quote. For your 504 and IEP students, I include a lot of information on principles of design, our 8 art elements, art history component. There's even a research paper example within the book that students can follow along, or they can create a poster in groups and show off the major movements in art from the Renaissance through pop art. Here we have some matching sheets, and the teacher's edition does have the answers. Note-taking pages are in the workbook, as well as sketch pages, reflection and closure pages, so certainly if you get observed, you can have students turn to this and prompt them with a question for your closure. Video notes pages for short video notes from Vimeo or YouTube. And then they can write 5 facts about what they saw and a little bit of a synopsis. Or if you're going to be out for a day, students can watch a full-length video, write 20 facts about what they see, hear, or surmise, and then come up with a summarization of the video. On the bottom, you can just circle 100% if they did all the work, or a percentage of what they did get. I'm going to include some information about critiques, some simple critiques like the criticism sandwich, what they like best about the artwork, what could be improved, and another good thing about the artwork. And then some critique with a little bit more written out information about the elements, the principles, and the expression of the work. And the back of the book includes about 3 years worth of 2D and 3D lesson ideas for teachers, as well as clay work and photography. And the last thing that I've included is our sketchbook ideas. There's 180 sketchbook ideas, enough to do 1 a day through the school year, or they could be assigned as homework, or some assessment pages, some rubrics available to you, and then my favorite 10 rules of an art museum visit list. Again, there are tons of resources available to you at firehousepublications.com. This has been our Art Students Workbook, Teacher Edition. We also have a Student Edition. We have a third one that is in Spanish. It's the same book, just written in Spanish for your Spanish-speaking students. We have an elementary edition as well that's been simplified for grades 4 through 6. This particular book is best for grades 6 through 12.